Across Africa tonight, the fight for legitimacy is playing out everywhere, on the ballot, on the battlefield, and even on the football pitch. From Egypt's questioned votes to Tanzania's cancelled independence celebration, the continent is showing us that no matter the crisis, the true power struggle is always over who gets to define what is real and what is right. This is the African News Update on Top Accolade News. For headlines, Egypt holds repeat voting in 30 annulled constituencies. Samia calls for unity as Tanzania marks independence. Zimbabwe's gold sector warns of crisis over proposed 10% royalty. Egyptian ministry faces backlash over tripled rent on charitable lands. In Egypt, voting resumed in the 30 constituencies whose previous results were annulled by the High Administrative Court, with 623 candidates competing for 58 seats in the first phase of repeat polling, while overseas voting concluded on Tuesday and in-country polling continues through Thursday. The National Elections Authority will announce first-round results on the 18th of December, with runoff scheduled for late December and early January, as President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi urged full transparency, authenticated vote records, and decisive action against violation to safeguard electoral integrity. Across East Africa, President Samia Suluhu Hassan urged unity and peace as Tanzania celebrated 64 years of independence without the usual festivities, cancelling official events to avoid unrest following disputed October election that opposition group says left more than 1,000 dead, with the UN estimating hundreds killed and the government maintaining silence on the toll. While Samia declared the benefits of freedom remained visible and freed over 1,000 inmates, the nation continues to grapple with allegations of killings, disappearances, and an election result opponents reject as fraudulent. Turning to Southern Africa, Zimbabwe's gold sector warns of crisis over proposed 10% royalties. Finance Minister Mthuli Ncube says government may adjust plans to double gold royalties after miners want the proposed 10% rate would make Zimbabwe the most expensive gold jurisdiction in Africa, deter investment, and drive small-scale producers into smuggling, even as officials defend the hike as essential for ensuring citizens benefit from resource windfalls. With industry submissions now under review, the standoff highlights a fragile balance between state revenue needs and sector survival. Back in Egypt, farmers across are voicing anger over dramatic increases in rent on state-administered Al-Quaf land, with fees for prime plots doubling or tripling as the Ministry of Religious Endowments shift from charitable stewardship to profit-driven management. The ministry defends the hikes as overdue corrections based on land quality, water access, and previous undervaluation, while farmer unions and rural residents want that sudden increase threaten livelihoods, feel distrust, and may force long-term tenants off the land they have cultivated for generations. You're watching the African News Update on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. Still to come. Thanks for staying with us. Zambia has secured a $200 million grant from the World Bank to back comprehensive reforms in its electricity sector aimed at improving efficiency, financial stability, and institutional capacity, while promoting renewable energy and protecting vulnerable households. The funding follows policy measures including tariff adjustment, regulatory oversight improvement, and investment-friendly framework designed to attract independent power producers and modernize transmission and distribution networks. Officials says the grant reflects confidence in Zambia's commitment to transparency and long-term sector resilience. Across the Atlantic, the United States has imposed sanctions on 4 individuals and 4 companies accused of recruiting Colombian mercenaries to fight for the Sudan Rapid Support Forces, a paramilitary group implicated in genocide, ethnic killing, and the training of child soldiers. Key targets alongside business operators managing payroll and funding network for mercenaries while hundreds of former Colombian soldiers have reportedly fought and trained RSF forces, including piloting drones and frontline combat. Analysts call the sanctions a critical step, but one the mercenary trade remains resilient. We turn to the soundstage in Nigeria. Popular Nollywood actor and filmmaker Stanley On Top has claimed that the Actors Guild of Nigeria presidential election was hijacked, expressing disappointment over the defeat of actress Rita Daniels to National Secretary Abubakar Yakubu. On Top suggested that the process was influenced by powerful individuals in Abuja, questioning the fairness of the vote and lamenting that some delegates prioritized personal gains over the integrity of the guild. His statement underscores growing concerns about transparency in the entertainment industry elections. And on the pitch, Zimbabwean football supporters have slammed the Warriors' newly unveiled 2025 AFCON kit as uninspiring and the ugliest in history, criticizing FIFA for presenting the same design in 3 colors despite a national competition that promised creativity, with journalists and bloggers questioning both the aesthetics and durability ahead of matches against Egypt, Angola, and South Africa. While FIFA insists local production will boost commercial revenue, fans' backlash suggests a widening gap between ambition and execution. From contested ballots to contested jerseys, these stories remind us that governance, fairness, and trust are never abstract. They ripple through every home, market, and stadium. Tonight, the headlines challenge us to ask, are our institutions keeping pace with the people they serve? I'm Jeremy Okocha, and this is the African News Update on Top Athlete News, keeping you connected to the pulse of the continent.